All right, greetings once again, fellow traders. This is Robinhood, well, Michael Storm, also known as Robinhood. Today, I'd like to chat with you about the difference between a real trader and someone who's just playing. Somebody who's into, I hate to say it, but for lack of a better term, being a degenerate gambler. Think for a moment, if you will, how long does it take to make $1 million in the Forex market? Have you ever done that math? I know on my website I've got an article about that. And maybe some people have read it, maybe others could care less, but the desire to get rich quick is a very big desire in the human psyche. How do you say that? What do the Forex market makers really want from you? They don't really care about you. They don't care if you blow up. They don't care how fast you blow up. They really want your money. I don't know if you've ever thought about that, but the world population, currently a little bit over 7.1 billion. We have a lot of people dying every day, but we have far more births every day than people dying. So on average, if, I'll just pick a number, 150,000, 200,000 people a day are passing away, but let's say 300,000 people a day are being born. There's a constant stream of new people. People that are young, they have a desire for money. A lot of times people have a desire for money very fast. They want to get rich quick. They don't want to work for it. They don't want to wait for it. It's a welfare mentality that's been around for a long time. Money for nothing. Like the song says, I want my money for nothing, my chicks for free. A lot of people want to be paid, but they don't want to work. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but we have a problem in the world right now. It's been accelerating for the past 21 years, as far as I can tell. Now we're approaching 22 years. And it's people that don't want to work. We got a lot of jobs out there, but nobody wants to do the jobs. They want a lot of pay. Everybody wants to start at the very top and, start as the CEO of the company, but they don't want to work their way up. Going up the ladder. That's kind of an odd mentality, but let's focus in and hone in on what my key point of my message is today. What kind of a Forex trader are you? Are you somebody that's just chucking a couple $100 at the Forex market? You're just going to try it out and see what happens. $200 account, $500 account. You have any idea how many people do that? How many people throw just $500 or maybe $1,000 at the Forex market? How many people want to take that 1,000 or 500 and double it overnight? One trade, one shot, one kill. Bet it all on Seabiscuit. I got a job to work. I can't really be around, so I'm just looking for some kind of a signal somewhere, maybe searching Twitter or Instagram or whatever for the Holy Grail, right? The Holy Grail of trading. Who's got that Holy Grail? Who can tell me where exactly the number I can get in? What's my target? What's my stop? Let me set a target and set a stop and just walk away. I'm not going to do anything to make this money. Just let it happen. Walk away, let the trade take place, right? If you're putting all of your eggs in one basket, that's a lot of risk. You're not diversified. And if you're not around to watch your trade or work on your trade, why should you really be getting money for free? Why should you be able to roll in with $500 or $1,000, pop a trade on somewhere, anywhere, right? And double that overnight? If you could do that forever, you don't even need to do it forever, actually. You just need 10 times in a row. You take 1,000 and you double it 10 times in a row, and you're at $1 million. How fast should it take you to get to $1 million? Do you believe that you should get it in a week or a month? 10 good trades in a month, and You're going to rocket from 1,000 all the way up to $1 million. If you could do that, you'd be the greatest trader on the face of God's earth. Because no trader that I know, no lasting trader that I know, takes $1,000 and turns it into $1 million in a month. I don't know if you've ever thought of that. That is degenerate gambling. How long should it take you if you're going to be good with your job? Your job as a Forex trader, you know, time for money, hours for money. I believe it should take reasonable amount of time, a couple of years. Let's say 3 years, let's say 4 years of very hard work, seated at your computer, watching all 6 or 8 monitors. You do have that, right? There is no trader out there, no real trader, worth his salt that doesn't have at least 4 really big monitors. I'm talking 29-inch HD widescreens, 2560 resolution at the bare minimum. These days, technology has come down. It's so cheap, it's ridiculous. A decent computer these days costs very little. A 4-head video card is really not much money. They can be had for, what, $150 now? Think about the monitors. You can easily get 29 to 32-inch monitors that can run 3 or 4K, right? It's just not much money compared to how it used to be, compared to many years ago when the cost and the barrier to entry was high. These days, it's cheap, but people are cheap. They don't want to spend the money on the tools, the technology that they need, right? Don't want to do it. They just want that money to come in. So if you're trading off of a cell phone, I've got a video out there about that. Hopefully you've seen it. If you're trading off of a cell phone, you're not a real trader. I know that may offend some people. You're mostly playing. You're playing Forex. If you are working a job, full-time job, and you're a swing trader and you're just hunting for, one setup and you're going to bet everything you got on it and set a stop and set a target, everything's spent in one day. I mean, you're either going to bank big or stop out small. That's your goal. Market makers feed off of that. They are counting that you're not around. They want to hit your stop when you ain't looking. They want to do things when you're not expecting it. So before I finish up with this whole core and get to the punchline, I just want to show you one trade that we've been working on for quite a while. It's the German DAX. Now, a lot of people are long-minded, think the market should always just go up and up and up and never have any kind of pullback. So I think that's a little unreasonable. If you look at the monthly chart right now, you can see a couple of monthly sell bars. There's 2 of them. There really hasn't been any follow-through. We haven't gone that far. But if you count the pips, it's like 12,000 on this drop right here. That's pretty amazing drop. If you look at the weekly sell bar, it's all red. We've got an amazing pullback happening. Monthly looks great and weekly looks fine. And daily, you look here, you see nothing but up. A lot of traders get really trapped when something is just going up and up and up. They can only think long. They're looking at it bullishly. They're saying, wow, what a bull. What a bull. It's just going to keep on going. How many people you think bought up here where my cursor is moving around? There's a lot of people that have purchased up here. If they're still holding it, they're decimated. The drop from here to here, almost 14,000 pips. It's pretty big. You look at the 4-hour chart, you see the waves. I'm not talking about Elliott wave, Guppy wave. You see the build process, you see the crossover, the stair-stepping. constantly lower highs, lower lows. It just keeps going. Earlier this day, me and my team, we were watching this. I'm not going to lie to you and say that we don't get long, okay? I'll focus in on the half hour just for a moment. Each really big dip, we occasionally will buy a small baby slice against the trend, right? We were shorting heavily up here. We happen to be mostly out by now, but occasionally we would go ahead and buy a little piece, let it go up, and we'd get out, think short again, get back into it short. We're trading it primarily short side. But there are occasions we get long. I'm not denying that. You can look at the charts. You can see with your own eyes what's going on. Nothing falls in a straight line. Nothing, goes up in a straight line. There's always pullbacks. Today, we were watching it on the 4-hour charts, all the charts, everything, for this move. We had some long down here. Went up, up, up. We got out. Hourly, right around here where my cursor is, we were thinking, my God, it's just not going to make it. We wanted it to go up and hit this 100 MA on the 1 hour. Take a look at the total view, okay? I'll drop the charts back down so we can see it all. It was right here. We watched it for 4 hours. We're really wanting it to go up there. Bailed on our longs, ended up taking a short. It was right around here on the 15-minute chart. And then it went up higher, went against us. Somewhere around here was my entry. Look how high. 1,000 pips up. If you're not around, you're really not going to see it. But if you're watching, okay, if you're actively watching and you're not being a gambler, when this chart was up here at the very top, see this daily bar? It was glowing green. Glowing. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, it's becoming a daily buy. Look at the stochastics. We're probably, going to pop because we've gone up like mad and we retraced. We're down in the 786, 886 fib. We're against the SHI channel. We're getting a daily buy bar. There's room. We can go higher. That's what you're thinking on the daily. But if you're not looking at the 4-hour and the 1 hour and waiting for some kind of a... Oops, I guess I'm going to have to mute my news guy. If you're not waiting for some kind of a sell signal, right, then you might miss it. You might miss the trade. And what about when you get in and something goes against you? Do you have any room left to add? Can you do that? Or are you a person who's believed the old adage, I don't even know where it started from, never add to a losing position? Yeah, that's great. I mean, if you never add to a losing position, very often you don't have a chance to have a better price improvement. And I will tell you that I did add to this losing position. I was short here. Somewhere up here I added one more. When it finally came down on the 5-minute chart and it did this, it started to come down, down, down. I escaped my original, which was right here, somewhere over here, for the tiniest profit in the world. It was so small. It was almost nothing. But I kept the other one. And as the day wore on, look at the move. It's pretty tragic, right? If you're not around, you can't see moves like this. If you're not around and you're not actively sitting at your screens trading time for money, hours for dollars, if you're not around, you can't feel it. You can't get in the zone. Did you ever read the book, Trading in the Zone? Should. It's a good book. Talks about the zone. It takes time to get in the zone. Getting in the zone is being actively focused. And if you're not watching the markets, ear to the news, watching all the charts. You're not focused. You're not in the zone. So back to my original question. What kind of a trader are you? Are you the kind of trader that puts on, say, $500 or $1,000 into an account, and you're looking to double that account, but right quickly? I mean, you want it in a day. Maybe you want it in a couple of days or a week, but that's it, man. No more than that. You know, I want to take that 500 and turn it into 1,000 in a week. That is overloaded. That is oversize. And it's akin to gambling. And it will destroy you eventually. And the market makers are actually counting on that. They don't care if you last for a week or a month or 6 months. As long as you blow up and your money flows into their account, that's what they want. And when you blow up and you burn that 500 or 1,000 to hell, you go out and you work more, you wait 6 months, save up again, right? Do it again, do it again, do it again. What is that? What does that make you? They call it a retread. It's retreading. So you're like a tire that just wears out, and then you're putting on a new tread, and you wear that out. That is not a fun way to trade. That's not a fun way to have your life go as a trader. So many traders have been trading for many years, long time, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and really got nowhere. They're just spinning their wheels, emptying their accounts. And the market makers are counting on one day, you're just going to give up. You're just going to go away. Some choose to quit rapidly. A couple of weeks, maybe a few months. If they can't make it, they say, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll go do something else. When you're into it half-heartedly like that, you're going to give it a try. You'll be doing something else. Sooner or later, you'll be doing something else. Right? It's not the best way to be. Okay, if you want to be a trader for life, for real, you need the tools, you need the technology, and you need the time. You need the screen time. And you need the discipline to trade very small and to trade very diversified and to be in the zone, actively grinding it out. A squirrel goes off to get its nuts. It's one at a time. Stores them away for winter, squirrels it away, works very hard, very diligently. At the end of, so many months, he's got a great big pile to last him through the winter, right? So what kind of trader do you want to be? That's what I'm trying to get at today. We had this discussion in our live room today, something similar, but not quite this deep. And it just made me really think about it, that a lot of people are not putting in the effort that's required. And what I would like for you is that freedom. I know what it's like. I know what it's like, guys. I don't know if I've actually revealed this or not before on YouTube, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I've told my roomies many times, so I'll share this with you as well. I'll just go ahead and spill the beans, right? I have worked a lot of jobs in my life. When I was 15, I was a dishwasher in a restaurant being paid $3.37 an hour, and that guy worked me to death. When I was 16, I was a bagger in a grocery store. At 17, I was a cashier, and at 18, I landed a job where I was basically running real estate documents around from town to town. I had a company car. I wasn't making much more than minimum wage, but I was just a driver delivering documents to be signed. Everybody else is getting rich in the real estate market in San Ramon and Danville, California. I'm just running around this little tiny Nissan car delivering documents. I don't know if I told YouTube this or not, but I actually was a waiter one time. Yeah, really. I waited tables for 3 days. I found out, you know what? This ain't for me. I want to be on the other side. I do not want to be dealing with crappy customers. So I had a lot of jobs, started my own business, ran my own business, remodeled, my God, 650 houses easily from head to toe. Ripped them apart, put them all back together again. Had a crew of 4 guys working for me. Right around the year 2000, I gave all that up. Okay, and I've been trading ever since. I got 21 years trading. But I know what it's like to have that job. I know what it's like to have that boss breathing down your neck. You don't want to be working for him. It is not a joy. It is not fun to get in that car at 5 o'clock in the morning when it's still dark and have to drive, God only knows how far to get to work. The only way that you can really effectively break free from that is to grind it out as a trader, swing trader, right? Looking at your clock or your cell phone, every hour, whatever, your cell phone. I watch this personally. This is the clock I watch, but if your cell phone's going off every hour, you're running to the bathroom. I gotta pee, boss. I gotta go. You're in the bathroom for 5 minutes, quickly scanning charts, right? Looking to place a trade, looking to exit a trade, whatever. You gotta grind it out, man. You have to do the work until your part-time swing trading income exceeds the income that you're making from your job. Once you hit that $3,000-$4,000, mark per month on the swing trading, it's just about time to give up your job. And you'll be propelled to double and triple income right after that, very first month, because you'll be there. You'll be seated, watching, actively trading. Now, in a diversified manner, when you're placing your trades across a basket of currencies or assets, so to speak, I don't know if we can actually call them assets, but I'll use that for lack of a better term. I guess we could call it, I don't know, trading pairs. How's that? US, Japan, Euro, dollar, pound dollar, all the dollar crosses, right? Pound Australia, pound Canada, Euro Australia, Euro Canada, gold, silver, this, that, and the other. How many charts you really got to get comfortable with? It's not that much. You don't need to know 191 currencies. You really only need to focus on maybe 36 or 40. That's probably the max. Even if you're not going to trade all 40, let's say you only want to trade 10 or 20 of them at the most. Watching 40 or 36, depending on how you're going to view it, it'll keep you in the zone. And that's the goal. Keeping in the zone, squirreling it away, small slices, adding when the time is right. All right? This is what I want for you. I really do. I'm not joking. I have a heart for traders. I want to teach them. It seems like it's really hard to get anybody to want to part with their time these days. If this was available to me way back in the year 2001, 2002 was when I woke up and said, my God, I need some education. If this was available to me back then, I would have jumped all over it. But quite honestly, I got a hard time. I got a really difficult time getting people to join, getting people to stay, getting people to want to learn. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's a little depressing. It makes me want to give up, but I do think it's my life's calling. So as much as I want to quit, I keep on pressing. Call me a fool, I guess, but I do have a desire. I really do. Heart for traders. If you are having a troubled time, if you need some education, if you need some trading psychology, if you need a system that works, and you are tired of grinding it out and just having problems, never really getting anywhere, spinning your wheels, stuck in the mud, give us a try. Seriously. Even if it has to be when you're taking a vacation. Okay. Tell your boss, I need that vacation. I need it all at once. Give me 2 weeks, give me 3 weeks, whatever. You come and try it out for 2 or 3 weeks and see what you can learn in that time. All right. So what kind of trader are you? If you're just a retread and you're a gambler, acknowledging that is half of the battle. So if that's you and you've been there, you've been gambling, stop. I'm not asking you to call 1-800 I got problems, or 1-800 I need help. I'm not asking you to go to Gamblers Anonymous or something. I'm just saying, recognize the problem and stop doing that. Cut your sizes up so small that you're not betting it all on Seabiscuit, and allow yourself a little room so that you're not trying to double an account in a day or a week or something. I mean, my God, doubling an account can, quite honestly, it can take 3, 4, 5 months of hard, grinding work to double an account. And that's about what it should take, somewhere between 3 to 6 months of hard, grinding work. The time that you put in. Think about it. You really do get what you deserve, If you put the time in, then you're going to get a better result than if you don't. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Anyway, if it was, if you liked the video, if you got something out of it, please give us a thumbs up or leave us a comment or something. Share it with your friends, whatever. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I mean you well. I'm not trying to hurt you, not trying to harm you. I mean you well, okay? Give us a chance if you've got the time to learn. We're here for you. Okay, have a great day. Everybody trade safely.